in the year 2050, Washington, D.C. stands as a living symbol of urban innovation. A city whose heartbeat is guided by an invisible intelligence, shaping every moment of daily life. Beneath its historic monuments and familiar streets operates a silent system, constantly learning, predicting, and orchestrating the future of the nation's capital. This is the story of Capitol-AI Sentinel, a district-wide predictive urban management system that permanently redefined how cities function. Its creation was not merely a technological upgrade, but a fundamental shift in civic governance driven by algorithmic foresight rather than chance. Nearly 3 decades later, Sentinel's legacy remains deeply embedded in the physical, social, and digital fabric of Washington, D.C. Before Sentinel's rise, the district struggled with challenges familiar to every major metropolis across the world. Endless traffic congestion clogged its arteries, turning daily commutes into slow, exhausting rituals of frustration. Crime statistics resisted traditional policing methods, while emergency services were forced into constant reaction rather than prevention. Aging infrastructure strained under population growth, placing enormous pressure on roads, bridges, and essential utilities. Despite its cultural vibrancy, the city often felt trapped in a perpetual race to catch up with its own complexity. The genesis of Capitol-AI Sentinel emerged from a radical question. What if a city could predict its own future? Launched in the late 2020s, the initiative united urban planners, data scientists, and AI ethicists under one bold vision. The mission was clear: create an adaptive intelligence capable of understanding the city's rhythms in real time. Early skepticism was fierce as critics questioned the ethics, feasibility, and scale of such an ambitious system. Yet the urgency for a smarter, more resilient Washington, D.C. pushed the project forward despite the resistance. Sentinel's foundation was built upon an unprecedented flood of data collected from every corner of the city. Traffic sensors, transit logs, utility grids, cameras, and environmental monitors streamed information non-stop. Even anonymized social signals and public records contributed to a constantly evolving urban data ecosystem. This chaotic ocean of information was harmonized into a single, massive, real-time data lake. Integration, not collection, became the greatest challenge in transforming raw data into meaningful insight. At Sentinel, SCORE lived a powerful ensemble of self-learning machine intelligence models. These systems evolved continuously, detecting hidden patterns and forecasting cascading urban consequences. By comparing historical trends with live inputs, Sentinel transformed uncertainty into predictive clarity. City managers no longer reacted to problems. They prepared for them before they could emerge. The algorithmic intelligence approached something once thought impossible: urban foresight. One of Sentinel's earliest victories was the elimination of chronic traffic congestion across the city. Predictive models anticipated traffic surges hours in advance, long before bottlenecks could form. Autonomous vehicles were rerouted dynamically, while public transit schedules adjusted in real time. Smart traffic signals recalibrated minute by minute, keeping urban movement fluid and uninterrupted. The once dreaded rush hour faded into memory, becoming a relic of a less intelligent era. Public safety represented Sentinel's most transformative and controversial application. Rather than predicting crime, Sentinel identified environmental and social risk indicators. This allowed authorities and community teams to intervene early, preventing escalation. Crime rates declined while trust between citizens and institutions slowly strengthened. Public safety evolved from reaction to prevention, guided by data rather than fear. Sentinel also transformed how Washington, D.C. maintained its aging infrastructure. Sensors embedded in bridges, Roads and pipelines monitored structural health around the clock. Potential failures were predicted months in advance, long before visible damage appeared. Preventative maintenance replaced emergency repairs, saving billions in long-term costs. Urban disruptions became rare, and essential services gained unprecedented reliability. From waste collection to energy distribution, every municipal service became precisely optimized. Emergency responders were strategically positioned using real-time risk forecasting. Response times dropped dramatically, saving lives through anticipation rather than urgency. Resources were deployed with surgical precision, minimizing waste across the city. Efficiency became the city's new invisible infrastructure.
That's incredibly sweet. Much better than the old strains.
Sentinel played a vital role in advancing Washington, D.C.'s environmental sustainability goals. Air quality, water systems, and green spaces were continuously monitored and optimized. Urban flooding risks decreased while renewable energy deployment expanded intelligently. The city's carbon footprint shrank as ecological balance was restored. Sustainability became a measurable outcome, not just an aspiration.
Confirms that scenario is viable, Mayor.
Excellent. Let's proceed.
The Sentinel
Despite
analysis
its
confirms the
success,
projected
Sentinel
growth.
faced
Are the
intense
resources
debate
allocated?
over
Yes, Mayor.
privacy and
Fully secure.
ethical governance.
Excellent. Approve the motion.
Citizen oversight boards and independent audits ensured transparency and accountability. Strict anonymization laws protected individual freedoms while preserving system intelligence. Trust grew as citizens experienced tangible improvements in daily life. Sentinel became accepted as a partner rather than a threat. Crucially, Sentinel never replaced human judgment or leadership. Instead, it empowered officials with foresight, freeing them to focus on human decisions. Education evolved alongside the system, cultivating data literacy and ethical awareness.
So content.
Washington, D.C. became a global model for intelligent, sustainable urban governance. Cities worldwide studied Sentinel's success, seeking to replicate its balance of power and responsibility.